So this is how you not only survive in the age of Donald Trump, but you advance global democracy. Do you remember Martin this guy? Do you remember this pencil necked little idiot? Yeah, that guy. He bought an AIDS drug called Daraprim back in 2015, and he raised the price of it by 5,000%, from $13.50 a dose to $800 a dose. And yeah, so in the process, he sacrificed a lot of living human beings to try to make some profit. And this caused a great deal of outrage among a great many people. Eventually, Mr. Pencil Neck Idiot went to jail, which was kind of cool, but that's a different story. Okay, my friend Joel at the time, this is Joel, he said, why don't we just buy Daraprim from this idiot? See, this guy bought this drug for like I don't remember if it was 50 million, $60 million, something like that. But it's within the possibility of all the people who gave a shit to actually do that. And barring buying the drug, it was also within the possibility of everybody who gave a shit to launch a hostile takeover of Turing Pharmaceutical, who were the people that he was CEO of that particular company. Within this model lies our answer. And before you say we couldn't do anything like that, that's just pie in the sky, crazy, you can't raise that many funds. We just raised $1 billion. $1 billion for Kamala Harris in 3 months.
You're crazy.
Am I? Or am I so sane that you just blew your mind?
So yes, we can do very big things. Now Joel has come up with this whole just incredible plan. It's too deep to go into here, but to give you an example of where we could go with this, uh, we had a problem with AT&T supporting Nazis and fascists at one point in time. What Joel said is, why don't we buy AT&T? See, Joel was at one point a very successful real estate developer, and then 2008, boom, he lost just about everything. And suddenly he started thinking, gosh, maybe I should pay attention to policy because it seems like kind of we got screwed here. And that's where he really started thinking about this stuff. See, these billionaires, they're driving us all around like little toys on a table. And, a couple of them can do really aggressive things, super aggressive things. But there are a lot more of them, or a lot more of us, than there are of them. In fact, we even have a few of them with us. So if we work together and we put our minds to this, and we looked at this as global democracy, this isn't even just a movement for America. This is a movement that literally Joel talks about lifting people out of poverty in Africa. He talks about fixing the situation in Haiti, ending the war in Ukraine. We have the power to do that if we will gather together and create the world's largest, wealthiest society. Okay? A society, a nation doesn't need land and borders. A nation like America is based upon principles. And the cool thing about this is think about taking over Turing Pharmaceutical or taking over AT&T. Once you have taken over these things, you can run them to the benefit of the people. You can make your own profit schedules. You can hire a CEO for 4 to 6 times more than the average employee makes, rather than the 400 times the average employee makes. Now, you, the person out there watching this, if you could share this with somebody that you know who is in nonprofits, nonprofits could be linked together in a chain of like Newman's Dressing, Newman's Own. This is a company that was founded on the idea of we are going to give our proceeds to charity. We would do the same thing, but we can get this going globally. Globally. It's called socio-capitalism. It's making capitalism actually work for the people. Everybody eats, everybody likes a cup of coffee, people like to buy little products, things like that. We can harness this for good. We can apply ourselves to making competitive products that will destroy the competitors. Like if Starbucks wants to be a bunch of douche nozzles, then we can say, okay, here's another little coffee producer, and we will favor that coffee producer with our huge market, our giant market, okay? Because that's what we're creating. That's the value. And that's what I'm trying to prove again at Blue Sky. A lot of people are, we're going over to Blue Sky and we're going to go there. Okay, great. That's wonderful. But there are millions of us flooding in there and we aren't asking anything in return. Let's be clear on what we are to Blue Sky. Okay. They've got a million people a day in some cases flooding in. This is billions of dollars in product. We are the product. We're the product that social media sells. We are the internet. Okay, they're not the internet. They're just a static website until we show up. We're the product. So why are we going, sure, we'll just give ourselves away for free? We won't ask anything. We've got to think. We're not asking them for anything, which is silly. At the very least, we should go, okay, we'll come over, but we want an absolute guarantee that we have a vote in the next CEO. We have an absolute guarantee we have a veto power over the next owner. You're not going to sell this to Elon Musk because we will stop that ourselves. But a constitution, right? And our online international nation would also have a constitution, and we would have to discuss that. I want input from you guys. And Joel Coleman and I, neither one of us want to run this thing. I'm not pitching this to you because we're starting a new website or we're selling crypto. We're not selling anything. We want to give this away. But there's a lot to it. So please do talk to us if you plan to do the thing. Refer people to my Facebook page and let's start there in gathering people together. And the people that are activists, the people that work in nonprofits, the people who are smart, who can really understand what I'm saying and might be interested in participating with it. I thank you so much for listening to this. Lots of questions. Feel free to ask lots of questions, make suggestions. There's a lot more to talk about, but let's get started. Okay, love you. Bye-bye.